Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Not Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. Real quick, I must say that if you want to book a coaching session, you're gonna have to text me through the website because there's something going on with my availability on there. So text me through the website and we'll set something up, and I got you. But yeah, coaching's down below, Patreon's down below, Discord's down below. All my links are down below. Go check your boy out. There's an email down below too. If you want to hit me up through email and shit like that, you got a question to ask me, shit, I'll answer that shit real quick. Make a whole entire video for you type shit. You mean? But if you want like some more in-depth coaching, just go to my website and text me to the website. But look, in this video, I want to talk about ETs and higher vibrational beings and different mistakes that people make when trying to contact these beings. And a lot of it's a lot of just spiritual mistakes in general, right? You see a lot of people try to contact ETs and these higher beings immediately, but they're not grounded with the side of their true spiritual understanding. A lot of people kind of make aliens and these higher beings, they kind of make them their idols and they kind of form religions around them. This where that fucking new age bullshit come into play. Because I noticed this. It's like people's religion at some point just becomes ETs and higher vibrational beings. I don't understand why that is. I mean, I do understand it. Humans inherently have this need to want to worship certain things and all this other stuff. But we need to understand that you don't got to worship these beings. In fact, these beings will tell you. And if they're not telling you that shit, they're trying to motherfucking manipulate you because not all ETs are good. You know what I'm saying? Not all ETs are benevolent. You know what I'm saying? Like some ETs would love for you to worship them and fucking feed you bullshit. I mean shit. You got fucking this nigga Malachi Z York giving out fucking hella false information about the fucking Anunnaki and stuff like that. And the thing is, I don't even fully believe that he made that shit up. I think that he was in contact with some malevolent Anunnaki beings, and that's why they made this whole entire fucking Nuwapian fucking fuck shit religion bullshit shit. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? The things I actually talk to the Anunnaki. You know what I'm saying? And I know who their gods are. The Inataka. You know what I'm saying? See, a little bit above the Anunnaki, you have the Inakata. That at the very top is the Inataka. You know what I'm saying? And the Inataka are actually the same as the Elohim inside the Bible. Look, I actually channeled the Elohim on my fucking YouTube. I mean, on my Patreon. You know what I'm saying? They give a powerful message. They give a powerful message about humanity and stuff like that. But the thing is, a lot of people shouldn't even be worried about that right now. A lot of people should not be even worried about these things right now, and y'all should get rooted inside your own soul and inside your own spirit. That's the problem. Y'all motherfuckers never got no real faith to God. Now here's what faith actually means. Faith means to be firm. The Hebrew meaning of faith is literally firmness and steadfastness. Having faith in God is not just believing inside some man inside the sky. Having faith is really just being firm with your understanding of God and being firm inside of God's law. But what's God's law? The word for law is Torah. Torah means instruction. So God's law is God's instruction. It's not about the written law. It's about the laws inside your heart. That's why Paul inside Romans mentions the law inside your heart. Now your heart inside this term, they don't mean like your physical heart. Your heart is actually a faculty of the spirit when it comes to like Christian spiritual, when it comes to the Christian spiritual constitution of spirit, soul, and body. The heart is an aspect of the spirit. I'm gonna talk more in depth about this on my Patreon about like how Christians see the spirit, soul, and body and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you all this: the heart is a faculty of the spirit that allows for communion. Communion is like getting counseling from like higher beings and yourself. You know what I'm saying? So your heart is actually used to communicate with these higher planes and these higher realms. Now, with that being said, God's instructions are really written inside your heart, inside your spirit. You literally already know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have actual faith, right? Because faith is not just a lofty ass belief. Faith is true firmness with the instruction of God. You know what I'm saying? God's inside of all of us. We carry that divine spark. The angelic council of light talks about that shit, and the Elohim talked about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this because this is what the fuck people should actually be searching for, not these higher beings. When it came to me, I wasn't like, there was times where I was interested in ETs, but during those times, I never really got that much connection like that. I'm gonna be real with you. Granted, I got minor stuff. Like there was one time when I was like 15, 16, and I did think, oh, I might have been like a lion or something like that. But I was like, you know what? I like lions, so of course I'm gonna think I'm a fucking lion. But here's the fucking thing though. At some point, I did have a fucking experience. I had an astral experience that was actually a past life memory back when I was a Lyran, but I didn't know what the fuck it was, and it didn't make any sense until fucking like last year in 2023. So with that being said, right, I'm saying this because when I actually started getting in tune with how the fuck I am now, nigga, I didn't care about fucking ETs. I was just trying to connect with my fucking soul and my spirit, nigga. That's it. Like I used to call myself Asar John. You know what I'm saying? Because Asar is the god of the soul. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, right, Asar is not literally an actual being. It's just representative of your soul. Asar is also Osiris. It's just Asar is the Egyptian name. Osiris is the Greek name. Fuck the Greek name, though. I hate that Greek shit. I ain't gonna lie. Because when you start getting the fucking Greek names, that's when you start getting fucking entities saying, nigga, I'm Osiris. No, you're a fucking manipulative demon. Stop lying to people. Now, with that being said, you fucking stupid bitch, the fucking, not you, but the fucking entity. Fuck you, bitch. Now, with that being said, right, when you actually tap into a soul, you tap more into your soul. And while doing that, you're gonna naturally stumble across certain shit. Because when it comes to your soul and spirit does contain your past life history. So as you naturally tap into your soul, that shit kind of just naturally pops the fuck up. I wasn't fully even trying to do that shit. It kind of just started popping up. And then at some point there was a choice to be like, let me dive more inside this shit. Like I did have to meditate one day, but like, you know what the fuck? Because I remember I got confirmation about my Lyran, Orion, and Arcturian sides of myself, right? But from there, I was like, I do wonder what the past lives are like. Let me tap into it. And at that point, it was super duper easy. But I didn't have to really force it like that. It kind of just happened because I was already in tune with my soul enough to understand how to actually tap into my information within inside my soul. People don't even understand how to tap into their own soul, so we try to get past the memories is kind of fucking hard. If you already meditated on your soul for so fucking long, it's really just about observing your own self. It sounds simple, you know what I'm saying? Because it actually is very simple, but when trying to get to that point, it could be not that simple. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this because for me, it starts just popping up how it just popped, how it just wanted to pop the fuck up. It's like while trying to ascend the ranks naturally in my spiritual evolution, I just had to go through that shit. Some of y'all is not ready for that yet, nor do y'all need to be. You know what I'm saying? In fact, even my boy King Cash is a big ET guy. But if now look, I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, his biggest thing was that when he was younger, he was trying to astral project like super duper bad. You know what I'm saying? And as he started astral projecting, he just naturally encountered ETs, just naturally. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you can call ETs into your life. You can do these things, but it's more important to be grounded inside your own spiritual understanding about who the fuck you are as a soul, who you are as God, that divine being. Because a lot of motherfuckers, y'all committing idolatry. Now look, I ain't no motherfucking, I ain't no Christian. I'm not religious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna act like the scripture don't be having facts inside that bitch. The first commandment is to have no idols before God. Here's the reason why. Why would you try to talk to like a fucking 7D being when you could talk, and 7D beings are pretty fucking high. Most of y'all would never talk to them. Most, I ain't gonna lie. This is not trying to be cocky and shit. Most people would never, ever, ever talk to a 7D being with inside of this earthly experience inside this current lifetime. They will after death, but not inside this current lifetime. They gonna stay with the fucking 5D beings. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this because why try to talk to those beings where you could just go straight to the fucking source? Like anything that any being knows, you could simply just get that from source. Like if you want to get taught by ETs, I don't blame you because they do know mad shit. But nigga, the source knows way more shit. I don't even understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because even when talking to ETs, right? Like I would go to the astral, get taught certain shit, and wouldn't always fully understand it. And I had to meditate on that shit, and I would piece it together. But the thing that allowed me to piece it together is literally my own spirit and essentially source. I couldn't just do it only off the ET strength. You know what I'm saying? I had to actually meditate on these things over periods of time to understand them even more. Especially with the 12 planes of existence, I had to really meditate on that hard as hell to actually, because I would go to the astral be shown different shit, but it wouldn't solidify inside my head because I already had certain beliefs that came from the external world that were actually very distorted. For example, the physical is the fucking 3D. That's gonna fucking block you from understanding how the fuck the planes actually fucking work in the structure of reality. That's gonna block the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe that, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find it out at some point anyway. See, the best thing about truth is that regardless of what the fuck you believe, there's still truth. You could think that 1 + 1 is fucking 8, nigga. It's still 2. And I always say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So there is an objective truth of reality. Now there are subjective truths also, but there is an objective truth too. You know what I'm saying? And you'll only understand these objective truths if you actually tap into source fully. Now I'm not saying that ETs are bad, nigga. I fucking love ETs. I still talk to some ETs, but I ain't gonna lie. I got to a certain point where, nigga, inside the astral, I literally be teaching ETs. Nigga, I put that shit on my soul. I've taught ETs, nigga. I used to have to go to the Astro, go to these different ET schools as a student, nigga. Now I'm the fucking nigga. Literally last night I was teaching in the Astro. I swear to God, on my soul, nigga. I was tapping into my. I have an Azure Dragon form, and the Azure Dragon is a really great teacher. So I was teaching inside the Astro. I was teaching different ETs, different human beings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you only get to that point if you get into it with your soul and your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You could never ever get to the point of teaching other beings if you're still worshiping these other beings. It's kind of stupid. It's actually very stupid. And the thing is, I've had these beings tell me like, nigga, like we're gonna help you get all the way up there. Like there's actually one time I got shown this fucking I got shown a vision and I also seen it like when I was in the astral. You know what I'm saying? Technically when you see a vision, that's astral information coming to you, but you're not fully in the astral. But it's like it was really cool. It's like I was seeing reality as like there was different. I mean, there are different layers of reality, right? But it was like looking up, you could literally see every layer, and you saw all these beings on every single layer, but they were always just pointing up. They're like this, pointing up. What are they pointing up to? They're trying to signify source, God, the Most High. They're like, yeah, nigga, we all the way up here, but look all the way up there. And in fact, let me tell you this shit. When it comes to the Elohim, right? The Elohim was teaching about how when it comes to the Elohim, they don't really have their own individual free will. Like, even when the Elohim kind of get out of tune with God, that was put inside their consciousness from God's will. But with the human, our consciousness comes directly from God, and we only act out of tune with God because we have a fucking physical body. See, our flesh is programmed in an impure way. But our consciousness is actually truly fucking pure. You know what I'm saying? With the Elohim, their consciousness is literally tainted with like God willed them to have envy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With our consciousness, we don't actually have that shit till we get inside of a physical body. Now I'm saying that because they mentioned how with the Elohim, how even though like with the Elohim and the angels, even though they were created on higher planes, right? Because the thing is, sister created on higher planes, and we're created on like the lowest plane, the physical plane. It could seem like us as humans that we're lower than them, but they mention how even though we may start off as lower, we have the potential to ascend way higher. You see, humans have the potential to literally ascend and become one with God. The Elohim can't do that. Certain angels cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are angelic beings that have their own free will, but literal angels, like in the Bible, when they say angels, messengers, they don't have their own free will. They just get sent by God to do shit. They just follow God's will. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and the things with humans, right? Humans actually have free will. We could choose to follow God or not. Now, at some point, we can make the choice to fully follow God's will. And at that point, we're going to be acting off of God's will, but we're doing it by choice. You know what I'm saying? An angel has no choice. Even when an angel becomes fallen, that wasn't their choice. God already programmed that in their consciousness. With us, that's not programmed in our consciousness, but it's programmed inside the body, and we can now choose: do we follow our God? Do we follow our godly intelligence or our bodily intelligence? You know what I'm saying? You see, the first commandment is the most important commandment. That's why Christ even taught that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like inside Matthew, he talks about how the first commandment is the most important one. If you have no idols before God, you always follow God. You'll follow everything else naturally anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because God's gonna tell you what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? You could tap into source intelligence right the fuck now. I don't understand why niggas want to fuck with aliens so goddamn bad. Like the thing is, like I've been there when I wanted that shit so fucking mad, but as I connected with my fucking soul, I literally didn't care no more, and it just started popping up naturally. You know what I'm saying? And I best believe I fucking learned everything I could from them. You know what I'm saying? And I still get taught by certain higher vibrational beings, but I don't even talk to ETs like that no more. I really don't. Like barely. Like the main ones I talk to would be like the Arcturians and the Andromedans if they're teaching me. Now I do interact with ETs, I'll interact with Lyrans and dragons and other shit, but it's like I'm not really getting taught by them like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like my own form. Like I'll have my Lyran past life form teach me shit, but that's because it's teaching me about myself. It's not really teaching me about the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? Say with my Azor Dragon form is teaching me, but I could also use that form to teach others. But it's only just teaching me about me and when I had that form and what I did and why I had that form and why it's popping up right now for me and stuff like that. But like when it comes to like actually getting taught about the fucking like omniverse, nigga, I'll only have like Andromedan and Arcturian teachers. Beyond that, I talk to the gods now. I talk to the Inataka and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I also just connect with Source. Like inside the 9D, right? You had the divine universal template, meaning that inside the 9D, you literally have the template of all realities there. You can literally understand all realities if you become a 9D being. Just tap into the 9D, you can literally download all that shit. If you go beyond the 12D back to source, you can fucking understand fucking everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no need for these higher beings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. And the thing is, right? If you're meant to work with them, it's gonna pop up naturally inside your life. They're gonna show themselves to you at some point. You know what I'm saying? When the time is right. That's what it was for me. You know what I'm saying? When I was trying to do this shit, it wasn't really happening like that. When it was time, nigga, it was fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And I only got to that point because I became rooted inside my own soul, inside my own spirit. Because if you're not rooted inside your soul, inside your spirit, you can start to worship these beings. You can start to miss. Because even if they, here's the thing, right? There's ETs who don't want you. There's ETs who do not want you to worship them, right? But because you're a human who has flesh that is flawed, if you're not in tune with your soul, you might just naturally do it. And you might misinterpret what they say very often. You know what I'm saying? Facts. When you actually get back in tune with source, they start to make sense with everything that they say. It kind of becomes very simple. Like people don't even understand. Like I think it's more important to understand what spirituality actually is, what source actually is, what God actually is, why this whole reality even got created in the fucking first place. You could understand these things by simply just fucking meditating on your soul and trying to connect with God with inside yourself. I don't understand that. Niggas want to fuck with ETs and these other beings so bad when you could literally talk to God inside yourself. In Jewish meditation, they do this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, Jewish meditation is not always talked about that heavily, and that's because certain aspects of meditation are dangerous in the sense of if you're always trying to just go higher and go higher and go higher, you may get lost inside these higher planes and not want to ground back inside reality, which is why you should also understand reality way fucking more and why the fuck you even came here on the fucking earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Like, niggas will get lost with ETs. And that's why I have a fucking Patreon where, like, I put more exclusive information on there. Because, my nigga, some of y'all which has only watched those videos on my YouTube and want to actually go for like the other shit about how to actually, like for example, my Reawakening Your Spiritual Nature series. Inside those vids, I do mention past lives, I do mention ETs, but I try to keep shit a bit more grounded. On my YouTube, I try to make more grounded videos that are still like spiritual and shit. But on my Patreon, you might get fucking lost in the sauce. Like on Patreon, I talked about the Infinity Stones. On Patreon, I talked about manipulating time and space. I mean, I mentioned this on my YouTube also, but I talk more about it on my Patreon. I'm going to talk way more about it because I be learning about time and space all the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and nigga, when it comes to, like I will have the Andromedans and Arcturians teach me about fucking time and space. Best believe that. But understand that a lot of information that I get comes from simply just experiencing that shit. Like, as you experience time and space in various different ways, you start to understand it naturally anyway. You don't even fucking need the ETs fully. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, look. If you already have a good understanding of your spirit, you know what I'm saying, all the other shit, right? Then go to the Patreon. You can. But like my Patreon is actually very cheap. So it's only $10, right? But some people, if they were to get their Patreon, them spending those $10 every month wouldn't even be financially smart because they have to take care of the physical reality first. Like, understand this. You have different things to take care of. You got to take care of your own security and your physical reality, right? Then you gotta take care of your natural pleasures, what actually makes you feel good inside life. I don't mean like your bodily pleasures. I just mean what makes you feel good inside your own life naturally. You gotta establish your actual goals and your direction inside your life. You gotta establish your relationships. Once you do all that, then you get to the higher spiritual wisdom. That's the fucking fifth thing to worry about. And that's just based off the fucking chakras, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Security is your root chakra. What makes you feel good is your sacral chakra. Your goals and purpose in life is your solar plexus chakra. Relationships are your heart chakra, and then the higher spiritual wisdom is your throat chakra. You know what I'm saying? And then the third eye is you actually have that clear perception of how all the fuck this shit works. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying that because nigga, trying to get all that higher spiritual wisdom shit, nigga, get grounded first, bro. Get because motherfuckers will be all up in the clouds and shit like that with all the spiritual info, but their physical life is not that taken care of. And what was crazy about that, I've talked to people who are like this. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that. And one thing I fucking noticed is the fact that the information that they fucking hold isn't even always correct anyway. Like they be holding some bullshit information, but I ain't gonna lie. Like motherfuckers be trying to get information so bad that they just accept anything. You know what I'm saying? There's actually a very like when you meditate on your soul more, you understand what's intuition versus your own intellect. And you could actually start to naturally sense truth. So that's why people get drawn to me a lot. They just feel that I just speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? But other people kind of just take anything. And it's like, no, if you actually were to, like, because the thing is, for example, before even talking to the Anunnaki, right, with Malachi Z. York and certain other teachings, right, I never thought that shit was true. It always just felt wrong. And that's because I was in tune with my spirit and I was naturally in tune with truth and what truth actually feels like and resonates on. You know what I'm saying? Or how it resonates with me. You know what I'm saying? I know how truth resonates with me. So with that being said, I could easily sense with some shit was some bullshit or not. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that yet, it's not good to try to get all this higher spiritual wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Because you could get misled very easily, whether it's by certain books or by certain beings in general, you know what I'm saying? So be very careful and actually get rooted inside your own soul, inside your own spirit. Actually establish your faith with God, your firmness with God and God's instruction, which is literally written inside your own heart, inside your own spirit, you know what I'm saying? You will never feel lost in life if you're in tune with your soul and inside your spirit. Like my nigga, people will feel lost inside their life and try to talk to ETs. Nigga, if you don't get yourself right, you know how many like bro, I was talking to one of my friends like in the physical, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I talk to people all the time online, but I have physical friends too. We inside the car smoking and shit. They trying to fucking find out about all this ET shit. It's like, nigga, you're not even fucking established in your fucking life yet. That's why they not fucking with you. You should be happy they not fucking with you. Cause if you had some ETs coming to you right now, it probably wouldn't be no good ones, nigga. Like like a lot of y'all can't get in contact with ETs because you're not ready yet, and it just is what it is. It just is what it is. You know? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm about to list off some videos real quick that I fucking made on my Patreon to show how if you're not fucking, so I want to get to the more like I want to mention certain woo woo spooky shit. Now, if you want to go to my Patreon, go check it out. If you think it's that time, you know what I'm saying. But definitely become rooted inside your own soul and spirit first. You know what I'm saying. Um, yeah, I made videos about, let's see, the power of sound. You know what I'm saying. A lot of y'all don't fucking need that video right now. Like the thing is, the sound is very powerful, and there are ways to use sound in very powerful ways. But most of y'all don't need that right now. You know what I'm saying. Most of y'all just need to get in tune with God first. You know what I'm saying? God's the highest version of yourself anyway. You know what I'm saying? I talked about the origins of the Essassani. That's cool and all, but you don't fucking need. You don't gotta know where the fuck these beings came from at first. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're already rooted inside your spirit and you're being drawn to learn more about the fucking universe and different beings inside of it, then that's different. But some of y'all think y'all being drawn to this shit, but your life is saying, nigga, focus on the physical. You know what I'm saying? I made videos about dragon flames and how to activate your dragon flames. You know, I made videos about the ethereals. I made videos about different infinity realms, about the fucking Draenei, about fucking. I made videos about fucking manipulating space time versus my fault. I'm just showing y'all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these videos I got, right? If you're not grounded, you're gonna try to do this shit and just get fucking caught up inside all this shit and forget about your physical life. Cause this is some gas, but if you're ready for only if you're ready for it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is some gas, only if you're ready for it. Yeah, this is kind of simple. I think anybody can kind of resonate with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here, this is not important to y'all right now. A lot of y'all don't fucking need this shit about learning about different forms of mana. What the fuck you gonna do with that shit anyway? Like most people can't even fucking spiritually feel energy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all can't even fucking feel fucking 5D spiritual energy, let alone fucking 9D divine energy. You know what I'm saying? That's not me coming at y'all. That's me saying, nigga, get more rooted inside your soul first. You know what I'm saying? Angelic hierarchy. Y'all don't fully need that right now. Y'all definitely don't need, nigga. Y'all definitely don't need this shit right here. This shit, what I learned here, y'all don't fucking need that shit. This is about fucking multi-temporal astral projection and shit like that. Y'all don't fucking need this shit, bro. Much y'all keep it astral project yet, nor should y'all even trying to, like, especially with that also. Y'all be trying to astral project for dumb shit. Niggas be like, I want to leave my body and fucking shoot fireballs. Why not leave your body and find out more about your fucking soul? Why not leave your body and find out how? Why not leave your body and find out how to get into it your soul more? You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, you leave your body, tap into your soul, and as you tap into your soul, you can just meditate and download information whenever the fuck you need that shit. Like like I had one of my friends ask me about like if I got most of my info from the astral. Nigga, no, I didn't. Nigga, I been nigga, I'm a fucking scholar. Nigga, I study shit. I study shit and I meditate a lot. You know what I'm saying? Now I do learn shit inside the astral, but even with shit that I learn inside the astral, I have to come back to my body and meditate on that shit, and then sometimes go back. Like there's like for example with fucking with this shit right here, time, space, and space. No, actually, no, let's do this one right here with this shit right here. I learned about this inside the fucking astral, but even to this day, I'm learning more about this shit as I meditate on it. Then when I meditate on it, I get new understandings, which could breed new questions inside the astral that I can ask. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but also with this shit right here, this was some astral shit, but I had to meditate on this first. You know what I'm saying? I had to meditate on this shit, then get new understandings, and then go back to the astral and ask them, what about this aspect? Then they tell me more about the shit. You know what I'm saying? With the 12 planes of existence, I already told y'all earlier, nigga, I had to motherfucking, nigga, that shit took a grip to fully understand that shit, you know, even though I was getting shown that shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I had to actually, like, go to every place. I had to go to the astral to every plane individually, but also meditate and access every plane of meditation. That became super easy at some point because your chakras are literally portal points for these 12 planes. So when you meditate on the chakras, you naturally can tap into these different planes of existence. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you understand them way more if you do that. But yeah, what's the other video? Y'all don't fully need this shit. Y'all don't fully need this shit. This would just make y'all niggas get all fucking in your head like, oh, you're Nataka. Oh, what about her? What about your physical life, nigga? What about getting some money? And I ain't saying money means nigga, you need nigga, if you want to be secure inside your life, you're gonna need some fucking money, bro. If you can't pay your bills, bro, fuck you trying to fuck. If you can't pay your bills, what the fuck you need to eat a taco for, nigga? No, you need God, nigga. You need God to instruct you more about what the fuck to do, cause you have the instruction of what to do inside your spirit already. You know what I'm saying? God's laws written inside your heart. You know what I'm saying? If you have faith, if you're firm in your trust and your understanding of God, and you're firm inside God's instruction, you'll naturally be led to do certain shit. And when it's time, you'll be led to cop the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need this shit right here, social hierarchy. Y'all don't need that shit at all. Y'all don't need this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need this. Like, literally, all these vids, bro, would be too over niggas' heads to the point where honestly, you couldn't understand this shit. I'm saying, while understanding this shit, you'll be so focused on that you get fucking drawn away from your own spirit. Niggas make like, actually, there's a fucking, I'm about to fucking use scripture on you niggas, bro, about how motherfuckers be committing idolatry without even fucking knowing that shit, bro. Hold the fuck up, bro. Hold the fuck up, because nigga, on me, bro. Simple. I got it right fucking here, my nigga. It's this one right here. It says, put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you. Now, when this is what is earthly in you, it's not saying don't be grounded in the earth. It's saying the desires that come from, like, nigga, if you were just a consciousness and just a soul, you would already be following what the fuck God wants you to follow. But when you have this body, you start to lust after certain shit. Even if you're lusting after spiritual shit, you could lust after ETs. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it says right here. It says this. It says, put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you: sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and covetousness, which is idolatry. A lot of y'all motherfuckers be coveting shit. Pretty much, to covet is to want something else that somebody has. Niggas be saying what the fuck I could do is say, oh my God, I want that shit. Stop doing idolatry, nigga. Stop that shit. Get right with the Most High, nigga. This is not about a big man inside the sky. This is about, nigga, you come from source. You manifested here for a certain reason. If you're not seeing ETs right now, there's likely other things to focus on. Okay? I'm not trying to come at niggas. Nothing like that. But I see it all the time when niggas be so into ETs, but they still be confused about their life. They end up getting lost at some point, and they have no root inside their soul and inside their spirit. Therefore, the ETs might be fucking detrimenting them. Facts. And then they'll start to feel like, oh my God, I had the connection with them, but now they're fucking gone. And I'm like, why can't I get it back? And then they start to fucking feel bad like the ETs just left them. Well, they did leave you. Not because you're a bad person, no shit like that. Just because you got to fucking get rooted inside your spirit. Because they saw you worshiping them too much. They saw that shit and said, oh, we got to pull back now. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the Most High at first, my nigga. God knows what the fuck you need. Because you are that. You know what I'm saying? With these ETs, you're not always these ETs. They could be your friends and family, but they're not fucking you. God's literally you. You know what I'm saying? That's why they all pointed up like this. They're like, yeah, bitch, we here, but that's the most important, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope I got my fucking point across, bro. Stop worshiping ET. Stop desiring that shit so much. Root inside your soul and inside your spirit first. Root inside of God first. Root inside of God first. Have faith. Become firm with God and God's instruction. Become firm with what the fuck God's telling you to do right the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? Because you are that. And that is you. Listen sometime to actually unify back to that. And once you do that, you'll understand when to talk to ETs, what the fuck they're trying to actually teach you, and all that other shit. So, yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here, bro. I love you. I'm gonna catch you in my next video. Peace the freak out.